Okay, so this is a pre-recorded run, so I already know the outcome of this run. It's a victory, it's a W, but I sort of want to walk you through and guide you through how to beat this mission because I know a lot of you people do not have the new Broly. I am using the new Broly, PS, but I know a lot of people are trying to do this with AGL Frieza, so if you want, let me know in the comments if you want me to beat this with a double AGL Frieza. But I wanted to come in here and get this done quickly, make the video so I can complete the mission, get the title, and such and such. So let me know in the comments if you want that AGL Frieza video for Planetary Destruction. But I was like, man, since I got Tech Broly, this is the perfect showcase. I bring Golden Frieza, and a Golden Frieza. I have 3 Golden Friezas on this team, y'all. So the Tech Golden Frieza is valuable. Of course, this AGL Frieza is valuable because in the last phase, you can debuff from the hell. And the 90% Golden Frieza, well, that stays at 90% above 40% HP, he's very valuable. You don't typically get to run Golden Frieza in harder events because they don't let nuking leaders go into battle. For some reason, I don't know, they probably just don't want you to nuke the bosses. I don't even know how that's possible because these battles go multiple phases and multiple rounds. So, like, nuking isn't even valuable in these fights. I think I don't know, they might be onto something. Like, they probably think, oh, these nuking, like, this is specifically for Golden Frieza only. Like, because Golden Frieza is just a really top tier TUR, and he'll never really be nerfed as long as you have 40% or above. They made his EZA really spectacular. I don't even think I said that right. Spectacular or spectacular. Yeah, I said spectacular twice. My English, man, my English. But Broly, this is the unit that will just carry you through the event. If you got Broly and you've got the triple Golden Friezas, bro, this will be a cinch. Now, I opted to bring Beerus because he's a damage reduction unit and he lowers attack. And I also brought Turles because of his damage reduction and his guaranteed crits. So if you know the plot, I mean, I brung double Whis. So with all these damage reduction units and with a Whis on top, this is not very difficult. Now, AGL Frieza, it's going to be a little different, especially when no AoEs hit and he doesn't super. We're going to be relying on that dodge kit. Okay, now Broly still has like the best transformation, the best OST, the best everything except for super attacks. His super attacks, they're good. I just think the 18 key is too quick, and the fact that it's an AoE, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's an AoE and it's still doing big damage and things. And he got the attack break, but I don't know. Part 2 Broly super animations, I'm expecting to be better than his animations. Maybe not a transforming, because why would they release another transforming Broly unless he starts as Super Saiyan, which I wouldn't technically mind. Like, if we get a Super Saiyan Broly turn 4 active, I really wouldn't care. I really wouldn't mind. Even though we know the tech EZA, Broly's gonna EZA, I really still don't even care if they bring out a new Super Saiyan Broly. Maybe even like a Paragus and Broly, that it starts off as Paragus and Broly. Like, it's actually Paragus is in the name, like it's an actual Paragus and Broly card. And then he goes into Super Saiyan, like, I don't know, turn 3. And then turn 5, you could transform him again into Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I wouldn't mind something like that. Something like that would be sort of cool. Like for an example, like, think about it. Or Bio Broly. You know, I know a lot of people don't want Bio Broly, but the more, like, I talk about Bio Broly, the more likely it seems that he might actually pull up as a Part 2 LR, the more excited I am for him. Like, I don't know, like, this is a hot take, but I think Bio Broly deserves it more than Movie 8 Broly. It's a hot take. I know people on these hot takes, and people don't want to hear hot takes, but I think that's a hot take of hell and heaven at the same time, because it's like, bro, really think about it. Bio Broly has no representation. We already know Movie 8 Broly's gonna EZA, or Movie 10 Broly's gonna EZA, right? And then the other, what is he, Movie 8? I think Int Broly's Movie 8. So we got Movie 8 covered. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I also wouldn't mind a Movie 10 Broly, but I also wouldn't mind a Bio Broly. Hopefully it's both. Like, honestly, I would be down for a Bio Broly and a Movie 10 Broly. Like, that sounds like a better Part 2 than, like, even like a super unit Gohan, Goten, and Goku, right? Just because extreme units need it. They need the buffs. They need it. I want to be able to run Broly's team for a whole year and not think about, like, I want this team to be so broken I can go a whole year without summoning and I'm fine, right? Is it just me? By the way, Broly is just so obscenely broken. Like, it's hard not to consider him as the #1 unit. Like, every time I use him, it's like always a shock when I use him, right? and then the very next turn, he still like got the big damage reduction guard, and then next turn, it's like you didn't even lose the 26% damage reduction because you're getting a multiplicative key +3 and attack and defense 26% for the whole battle. It's like you barely even feel the loss of defense. You barely feel it, like at all. You barely feel his defense drop. This Broly is extremely obscenely powerful. But now that we're getting into the real difficult fight, I know you like the KO screen. I purposely let it go because that laugh. Broly is really cool. But here's the strat. I'm like, okay, look at this turn. I know I can debuff him. I know Turles, he's not a debuffer, so I'm like, okay, let's just pop the Whis right here. He might super as well. I actually don't remember if he supers here or not. But keeping Turles off rotation is the smart thing, because he is, even though he has 50% damage reduction, he still could get hit pretty hard. You know, he still could get hit really hard. So I'm like, all right, Whis, just use this. He's got 90% damage reduction. Frieza's like at 100% damage reduction, and Beerus is at like 90% damage reduction because we got the orbs with him. And I'm like, okay, let's get our debuffs. Let's take a break. I know we're not gonna do the most damage right here, but we're definitely gonna do what it do. And luckily I used that Whis because this would have been death. I'm not gonna say 100% death, but based on how much Turles took, he might have actually survived. Like, he might have actually just survived the super. Like, we didn't even have to use the Whis here. Like, after I looked at it, you know, next turn he supers again, but that turn is obscenely broken with all the 90% damage reduction units, and Golden Frieza what? At 70% damage reduction? So, and he debuffs. So this is the thing about this fight. It could seem very difficult in the beginning if he AoEs and you don't get your supers off or you don't debuff him. But I'm trying to tell you right now, as soon as you debuff him a considerable amount, I'll say around 3 to 4 times, you'll coast through this fight, right? Like, Broly, he's just the damage dealer. I put him in slot 2 for every rotation except for, I think, the final phase when we got the Dokkan attack, which I really could have put Golden Frieza in slot 1, but I was just like, let's just get this over with, do the Dokkan attack, and we'll kill him. But this is just a good showing of Broly's power. Putting him in slot 2 is not a bad thing. I know a lot of people want to keep him in slot 1 because of the defensive value, but in a phase like this where he's already type effective, he's got so much so much defense, he's going to be guarded naturally. I'm like, I prefer put him in slot 2, get the additional super, the guaranteed additional super, instead of a high chance of additional super. Like, it's just really a no-brainer. I feel like this fight, it seems hard. It really does. It seems like, oh my god, especially with Planetary Destruction, like double AGL Frieza, it'll be a nightmare, but you can get it done. I know Toon Rami did a video already, so I wasn't really in a rush to do double AGL Frieza. So I'm like, all right, let's just come in here with the powerful team, do it with the more powerful, easier team, and then I'll just decide based off the comments, hey, if I do AGL Frieza, do y'all want it? You know, because Toon Rami has already done it. I'm pretty sure Truth is gonna try like to, you know, limit himself and do like that. I don't know. Truth may do Broly, but I'm pretty sure he'll double back and spin back with AGL Frieza. He'll at least attempt it, I'm sure. Because he's one of those content creators where he actually wants the challenge. He actually wants to see what these units can do. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if he decides to bust out AGL Frieza as well. But this turn, I mean, we didn't need a Whis, so I didn't pop it. I mean, as long as Beerus can attack first and he gets those 4 orbs, he'll have a solid amount of damage reduction, and he lowers attack greatly. So his debuff is insane. Did we get a double super? No, we got an additional normal. Okay. My brain. Okay, but Broly right here, 14 million is not the craziest. We did just transform him, so I'm not really upset at this low attack stat. And the friend, I'm not sure if he was 100% or not. I don't really remember his link levels as well. There's certain things where it was a gray area. I literally just did this maybe 30 minutes ago. I took a little water break, used the bathroom, did what it did, ate, and came to came here to record. You know, well, I was listening to music. So Destroy Lonely dropped a new album. Glock 40 Spaz dropped a new album. These are like underground. I wouldn't be surprised if you know who Destroy Lonely is, but Glock 40 Spaz, his album dropped. It was a couple of album drops, and I was listening to music the whole time. So I'm like, I don't have time to listen to this album and make content all day. So you know what? I'm like, you know what? Let me just bite the bullet. Let me just make the content, listen to the album while I'm making this video, and then I can just do a voice recorder. And I must say the albums are pretty fire. Nah, I'm just gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Well, about Destroy Lonely his was mid, but Glock 40. Oh man. Oh, I wish more people knew who it was. Who that was, man. He's some heat. He's some straight fire. But enough about music. We literally at this point we have secured the bag. Like at this point, I wasn't stressed about anything. Like we cruised it. We've won. We sealed the deal. We debuffed him a considerable amount of times. Turles will be fine in slot 3. He's got damage reduction. Now that we've debuffed him a lot of times, I'm not worried about the AoE. But the AoE does hit pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? BROLY actually does build up as well. He's got like a passive. He's like a boss with a passive skill that builds up gradually. That's what they're doing with these newer content fights. They're trying to gradually build him up. So as you're building up, he's building up and he's ramping up as well. So I think it's a cool little mechanic. I think this is a great way to, you know, power creep the new fights. I was actually concerned, like, how are they even going to make fights more difficult? And of course, Dokkan being Dokkan, of course they know what they're doing. They know, okay, we could just ramp them up slowly, like they have their own passive. I literally was trying to figure out, like, how do you make fights harder than Cell Max? How do you make fights harder than Gogeta? And I mean, they easily are doing it. They're dropping these fights like it's nothing. BROLY uses his passive skill, his active skill, and I opted to play it again because he's so cool. Like, I don't know. I'm just obsessed with this unit. I can't lie to y'all, man. Tech BROLY has a special place in my heart, bro. I mean, of course he's gonna have a special place in my heart. I got him on JP and under 250 stones, and then I got him on global and literally 100 stones, the second multi, right? So I didn't even have to spin my pockets, break the bank. I didn't have to go bankrupt, and I just easily got BROLY on global and JP. And then I got Goku, Gohan, and Trunks on JP as well, and I got them in 150 stones twice with a Whis animation and a Zeno animation. I actually recommend you. It's on my channel. Just go click. First of all, YouTube do not push the notification out. I realized that. Like, I've been wondering why I haven't even been seeing the Truth videos pop up, and it's because you literally have to click the bell to get notified about videos. You gotta literally subscribe, then hit the notification bells to even get notified now. That is so crazy. Like, back then, all you had to do was subscribe, and then, like, you know, you could be taking a shower, or you could be grinding links, or you could be watching something, and then, you know, when they upload a video, a notification would just drop. Like, you didn't have to click the bell or anything. That was optional. But now it seems like you actually have to hit the noti bell to get notified about my videos. So make sure you do subscribe and hit those noti bells so you can watch every video. Plus, I'm making it your life easier. Like, who wants to play Dokkan, right, without no one right there? That's why I watch the Truth in him. Like, when I'm link level grinding, I like to go into their content, watch some of the, even if it's older vids or live vids, and I sort of want to play Dokkan grind, you know, and it feels like I'm grinding with them. We're grinding together. We are Dokkan. But this seals the deal right here. I mean, we get the Dokkan attack. We got 2 golden freezes. Like, how goofy is this? Like, running 2 golden freezes. It's got to be 3, actually. It's got to be pretty goofy. I must not lie, man. That is pretty goofy. I actually don't think we take him out here. I think we get an additional normal. I think that's what it was. Yeah, we got a crit and then we get an additional normal. So he could have finished the job and he got a crit. So if he's super, he definitely would have finished the job. But like I said, there's no worrying. Like, at this point, it's like, dude, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. Like, this isn't some hard fight, man. Well, if you have Extreme Tech BROLY. I know if you're somebody who didn't get Extreme Tech BROLY, your life feels like hell right now. But you're only missing out on like 5 stones. It's not the biggest deal. Like, if you can't complete this mission right now, it's not the biggest deal. Don't worry about it. You'll get Extreme BROLY with coins as long as you have saved your coins and you've been spending smartly. Because me, I have 800 coins on global and on JP. It's crazy. I have 821 on global and like 847 on JP red coins. So actually, you would be able to get Gohan, Trunks, and Goku. But I actually got enough teal coins on JP to get Bio BROLY on New Year's. So I'm not stressing at all about part 2. Either Bio BROLY or movie BROLY. I don't care about the super units. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Hopefully you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is pretty easy. It's, like I said, it's not difficult, but it do what it do. It's content, you know what I'm saying? And they've been on a roll with these new worldwide download celebration units. This is definitely 100% a step above from the fraud AGL Vegito. Oh God, good riddance.